guys, Hippopotamus. I know it's been a little while since I've done one of these, but this would have been my video of stuff I plan to do in February, except as you may notice from the upload date of this, it's early March. I have yet to turn over my calendar. It still says February, so we're good. Sorry I'm a little stuffed up. I don't know if it's allergies or if I caught like a really, really mild cold. I'm pretty sure it might be allergies, but it might just be a really, really mild cold. Like, I don't feel like crap, but my nose has been runny the last couple of days, which has made me sneeze all day and just been in a constant state of wanting to sneeze. Don't you guys hate that? It's so annoying. Okay, so to get out of the way, I can't remember exactly when this happened, but it was still early September. September? What's September? I just created a new month. Back in February, early February, I got a copyright strike for my anime first impressions of Snow White with the red hair. Currently working on that, and I actually have another video that I've already recorded and rendered, and I just have sitting on my computer. Except I'm waiting until a certain date to upload it, but it should be up in the next week and a half or so. So not too long, but it's related to that. Aside from that uncool stuff, so Vex State was a thing. For those of you who don't know, I am in the robotics group at my school, and State happened on that last weekend of February. It was fun. I don't have those videos up yet, but I took a lot of pictures and video and a bunch of other footage of matches. I got a lot more robot stuff than I did the last tournament video I did. And that was a 2-day thing that I condensed down in like one 54-minute video. I can't do that for this one. There's so much stuff going on, and since this was State and I got so much more footage actually having to do with the robots, that I have to split up into 2 videos, day 1 and day 2. Because day 1, I actually just finished editing last night, was actually almost 45 minutes. Before I leave, I'm gonna render that video, because I don't know what's happening with my video wave, but I have pictures fading in and out. I have 2 lines and they're like fading in and out on relatively on top of each other. And I was having trouble where when I rendered it, it would go and do it normal and then it would leave out some pictures and then just skip over them. I think it's because at the same time as it was rendering, I was on my browser, because when I first started rendering it, the first bit was fairly towards the beginning, and I just sat there and I watched it go through, and it seemed like it got all of them, and it did. And then I was doing stuff when it rendered the other bit of pictures I had fading in and out, and then those ones, it was skipping over a couple. So I'm gonna start it before I leave, so that way it's rendering and nothing else is happening. Hopefully that will fix the problem. And then day 2, I just started working on, sort of, I'm a good portion of the way through, but I was, on day 2, my mom's boyfriend was there with us and he was recording the matches with his camera, like actual camera, not like a phone recording thing. And he had it up on a tripod and he was recording a bunch of the matches, but it was in like a MTA, something like that format, and my editor doesn't support that, so I've been going through my converter and seeing out of the ones that my editor does support, which ones don't look completely like crap after it converts it. Because there were a couple, they were just too bad. I'm like, no, I can't use this. I can't. And so I think I finally found one that will work. I mean, it's not as good as the original, but it's still the best out of all the ones I've tried. So at least then I'll be able to use it and put it in the video for you guys, so you guys can see all of that coolness. Yeah, so our 2990A team qualified for Vex Worlds. which is in Kentucky? Yeah, Louisville, Kentucky, for getting the Excellence Award. Oh, I don't know why I have such trouble saying award. Excellence Award. And in the finals, you'll see this in the day 2 video. By the way, when I get those up, I'll make sure to put annotations and links so you can go check that out if you want. But at the finals, it came down to 2 of my school's teams and a team from another school versus the Sandy teams. 3 Sandy teams. And dude, the West teams got DQ'd twice for the same thing. The first time, the rule is with this, and you'll see it more in the video, was that you have back corners, and during the last 30 seconds, that's like your climbing area. You can, basically, if you have a ramp, you can lift your robot up 2 different set of heights and get extra points. But it's called the climbing zone, and it's your back square. It's your back square, and the enemy team is not allowed to be in your back square. If it's match affecting, like if you being in there keeps them from lifting when everyone knows that they can do it, preventing them from getting those points that would have made them win, then it's match affecting, and then you get disqualified. And that's pretty much what happened both times. They were in the back corner when they weren't supposed to be. The first time, it was the other school's robot that was like one of the real motors died, and so they were trying to wiggle themselves out, but they couldn't do it. And when one of the Sandy teams went to extend their little platform to get the extra points, it actually landed on top and caught on the opposing team's robot, and so they got disqualified for it because it was match affecting. That one I get. The second one, though, I mean, the more I hear everyone at school or the teams at school talk about it, but basically what happened was 3 of the robots were in the middle because it's teams of 2. 3 of the robots, both of the opposing teams, and then one of my school's team was clustered in the middle. And then the 2990A Kronos team had 3 balls in their loader, because you can only have 4 at a time. And they were coming around, and in order to get around that mall of robots in the middle, they just barely, they kind of clipped the corner of the other team's square, and then they were out, and then they fired their 3 shots, which apparently was 15 points, because that was the difference. And then the other robot tried to shove them back into their square, but they never went back into their square. Because the thing is, you can't force another robot to perform a penalty. So it helps with fairness on that. But then they got disqualified for that. And I'm like, why? They didn't go into their back corner to get the balls that they shot to win. They weren't in their back corner when they shot them, and literally all they did was pass through that bit, and honestly, they could have gone around the other way, negating them from going through it at all, still made those shots, and could have still won. And so it was like, like they had nothing to go on, but they still disqualified them, and since it was 2 out of 3, they lost. I'm just happy that they got the Excellence Award and are still going. Like, I understand it was the ref's call and stuff, but still! And they don't do video replays. I was the only one there recording. But, yeah, it was a good match. Anything more about that robotic stuff, you guys can just go check out the videos. Aside from that, I did get Assassin's Creed up. I did private a couple of videos because of the whole copyright strike thing. And even though it doesn't affect the videos I privated, I just, until that certain date, I just don't, I'm being careful. That's why a couple of those are privated, like my a couple, like the preview AMV and then the actual AMV I did. I think that's all I got for you guys, unless you want to know boring life stuff like forecasting for next year and whatnot. So I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more videos to come. Quick thing. I have Ori and the Blind Forest. I bought it on Steam and I have it. I've yet to download it and install it. That's a cat. However, I do have it. So if anyone wants to see me play that, I've already seen Cryonics playthrough of the game, so I know what happens. However, if you guys still want me to play it, I would be more than happy to do that for you. Otherwise, I'm just gonna play it on my own time. Although, regardless, I may still record it just because I want to. Whether or not I put it up is another story. But yeah, okay, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, leave all the comments below for that stuffs. Yeah, hope you have a good time doing whatever you're doing, I'll see you guys. Bye!